It's a swarm, we'll see. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be counting down the top 5 best UK train operating companies in 2021. For this list we've taken a look at all 23 UK train operating companies within the UK, and we've ranked them based on a number of factors. This includes their customer satisfaction, of course their trains, the stations they serve, their route coverage, but also just generally as a company how appealing they are. These will all be taken into consideration as we count down, but the main factor that we haven't mentioned yet is reliability. It's really important that trains, when they are reliable, they're not delayed, not cancelled, and if they are cancelled, really a good train operating company would only have cancelled trains typically if it's not their fault. So if it is their fault and it's a frequent issue, they probably won't be on this list. So there's a heads up for you. This list doesn't include any brands as well. It's worth mentioning that. So please don't expect Thameslink, Gatwick Express, Southern or Great Northern on this list, or London North Western Railway or West Midlands Railway, as all of those companies are under the 2 companies, the first 4 being Govia Thameslink Railway, the last 2 being West Midlands Train. So if we were to rank them, they'll be on that. Enjoy the video guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and before we go into the top 5, let's look at a few honourable mentions. From London St Pancras, 373211. Honestly, they do. It's a slow build up, you just get the ping and then it starts leaving. (261). Heading to London Fenchurch Street from Southend Central. Number 5, C2C. Kicking off our list today, C2C are one of the lesser known UK train operating companies around. C2C operate on what is most known as the London, Tilbury and Southend Railway. The company themselves are a very reliable company, and that helps when they're on a very isolated network which does not interfere with their operation. The network itself is from London Fenchurch Street to the likes of Grays and Shoebury Ness in Essex. The reason they don't take any further higher than 5th is because of the fact that the 387s weren't the best trains to introduce, and the 357s are very dated stock. Aside from this as well, the overhead wiring is very old and it has not been updated for a long time. Equally, that's an issue in Network Rail, but as well as that, the 357s I think are going to struggle to cope with that as time goes on. Hopefully the 720s, when they come in, will be able to redeem this company and get them higher up this list. For now though, C2C take 5th. There's 357014, that is the 1314 C2C service to Grays from London Fenchurch Street. Cheers, 395019. Number 4, Southeastern. Up next we have Southeastern, a company who are well known for operation from several London terminals, including Charing Cross, Cannon Street, and of course London St Pancras. The company themselves are very reliable, and given the number of even more dated than the 357s, Class 465, 466 networkers that run around, they are very good for reliability and the frequent service that they are expected to provide on a daily basis. As for the customer service, from personal experience, everyone at Southeastern seems to enjoy what they do and are very positive on board and at stations. So positive, in fact, you may find one or two dancing around the barriers at Charing Cross. However, the downside to this is the Electrostars certainly aren't the cleanest, otherwise the 375s, and the networkers are very dated inside and out, but the 395s are fantastic units that run at incredible speeds and have worked so hard since their introduction for the 2012 Olympics. There's always a bright future when it comes to Southeastern, with the 707s coming into service soon enough, and overall the network is fantastic and has brilliant coverage all the way out to Kent. It is brilliant, and you'll always get a great service in terms of directness to London from Kent. Overall, Southeastern get 4th place. Charing Cross. 466035. I think it's 930 on the middle as well. Number 3, Grand Central. It's 180-108. The only open access operator to appear on this list, Grand Central won their Class 180s from London King's Cross to lesser served cities from London, including Sunderland and Bradford. It's been a tough time for them though, with the collapse of the London Euston to Blackpool North services and the postponement of all their services several times during the COVID-19 pandemic. You have to give credit to Grand Central though, for looking after their Class 180s and refurbishing them to an excellent standard. I can only see positives for Grand Central when it comes to the looks of their trains and the network that they serve. They're not the most reliable when it comes to service, but that is mostly not their fault due to the issues that arise on the East Coast Main Line from time to time. However, I give third place to this fantastic company, and I certainly would recommend the journey with them post-lockdown. You certainly won't regret it. Number 2, Greater Anglia.
When travelling on public transport, you must wear a face covering at all times and keep 2 meters apart where possible.
In second place, we have Greater Anglia, a company who always provide a great service. They have just recently brought in the Class 745 and Class 755 flirts to replace older stock which has operated over a long time, and they are one of the only train operating companies in the UK which had good trains and then they replaced them with even better trains. The route coverage is also fantastic, ranging from London Liverpool Street to areas within Greater London and Cambridgeshire, Essex, Suffolk and Norfolk. It's really impressive how much coverage they have. The company have a really good enthusiast appeal as well from a railway enthusiast perspective, with the recently taken out of service Class 37s which ran loco hauled services to Lowestoft and Great Yarmouth, and the Class 90s, the electric powerhouses of the Great Eastern Main Line, always providing a very reliable, not so comfortable, but very reliable run into London Liverpool Street. And for the work they do and for loco hauled service to run half hourly and be really reliable and on time, quite rare to see that, especially from an electric locomotive as well that's been around for such a long time. So, who could top such a class experience? Well, you're about to find out. 321433, 321408 and 3. Number 1, Chilton Railways. Top company. Chilton Railways top this list not just because they're very reliable, but because their trains are of a fantastic standard and quality. Chilton have won so many awards, with the most known one being the Best Train Operating Company Award, which they've won more than once, as well as other employee and railway development related awards as well. Chilton's network has expanded over time, with the route to Oxford being introduced in recent years, and more longer distance routes such as London to Birmingham benefiting from the fantastic Class 68 silver sets, and the fantastic Class 168s. On board, the 168s have fine seating and padding in standard class, which really, if you're sitting down in there, would feel like you're in first class, but actually you're in standard. And the 165s, a word for them too, they're great commuter trains and are extremely reliable and pretty comfortable to sit on for what they do. Of course, they need a bit of a refurbishment, but there's no major issues with them. Their customer satisfaction is fantastic, and overall, Chilton win the top spot on this list. Thank you guys for watching this video today. If you do agree with the top 5 we picked, please do leave your comments and let us know what you guys think are your favourite train operating companies within the UK. More of these lists on the way within the coming weeks and months, I should say. Thank you for watching though. Please like and subscribe and hit the notifications bell, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.